On WTF Friday, episode 2, we'll be looking at Arwijn's vision for the future of the internet, Flat Earther explaining something, Daniel Pratt subs making him cry, and the hidden messages on the tub of Pringles. So let's get into it. Hi there, I'm Paul and welcome to my channel Cheesemondo. It's Friday, it's WTF Friday, and I've been putting myself through a lot of stupidity this week to try and find you something funny to watch. Before we get too far into this video, I just want to say thank you to my subscribers, particularly anyone who subscribed in the past week or so. And there are also some people that have been helping me out by sharing my channel and putting links to my videos in Discord and all kinds of things like that. And I just want to say thank you to them. And they are Rider of Dinosaurs, Global Mum, and Dark Knighte Apologeticz. And I'll be putting links to their channels in the description of this video. And if you've never heard of them, please take a look at their channels and subscribe to them. So here we go. Arwijn has got a vision of the internet for us.
In a way, I'd almost like to say that I want to take control over how the way even the telephone companies operate and with their frequencies and all that, because there's so much of this technology and it's just kind of being spread around. It's very illogical how it's all being used.
So right out the gate, this is Arwijn. He is a flat earther. I'm not going to hold that against him right now. This video is taken for one of his live streams. I've put the spotlight on Arwijn just because I didn't want to show any of the messages from chat or anything like that. I just wanted to show actually what Arwijn was saying. And Arwijn's got issue with the way mobile telephone companies are running the internet.
What if you just have a lot of cables everywhere? Like every household would have a very reliable internet cable.
Do you think he means the cables that provide internet to people currently? Maybe even some fiber optic in places? Is that the kind of thing he's talking about?
Like even the idea of local transmissions, you know, like what 5G does. Now 5G needs to be local because of the sheer energy output and it doesn't reach very far, right?
You see, he almost understands what 5G is, but where he goes with this one is completely off the rails and you're probably not going to expect this one.
But what if you just have lower levels like 4G, 3G maybe? Maybe just go back to 3G.
I mean, do we really want to go back to 3G just to keep conspiratards happy?
And have like very low energy transmitters that are relatively close, so the entire output of signal becomes very slight, very light, yet it would reach everywhere.
So just so we're all clear, Arwijn is looking for a low power cell phone transmitting tower that needs to be placed everywhere. A bit like 5G, I guess.
And you'd have functioning mobiles, and hey, you want to go raw downloading shit, you know? Well, think about, for example, the original telephone booths, okay? Well, what now if you just have these points where it's like internet download points?
Are you describing an internet cafe by any chance?
And you have them, like in the city, wherever, I don't know, pay for system, whatever, and it's just like, okay, whoa dude, I just saw this freaking movie, man. It's up for free download, I'm gonna get it.
But if I want to download something from the internet, do I really have to talk in that voice?
So you just take the phone, you put it, click, and it's like, click, download, zip, you have it.
What a superb vision of the future that would be, where I have to take my phone to a designated point and swipe it or plug it in and get access to the stuff I want on the internet.
Now, basic browser information should be exempt for that, you know, leave the picture data, movies, except you could leave that out of there and then still just use the regular G3 or whatever it is for basic internet browsing.
Yeah, I can see that one being really, really popular. So you just have on your mobile phone, you'd have a 3G signal with a text-only browser. No movies, no pictures, no nothing. It would just be a text-only browser. And then if you wanted something, you'd go to a designated spot where you could download your movies and your pictures. That is a fucking genius idea. That's gonna catch on. You should start giving internet providers a call right now, because you could be a very, very rich man.
No more freaking radiation everywhere. No more dead bees everywhere. No more cancer. No more brain cancer. No more leukemia. How about that, people? When is this gonna be installed? I want that!
So this next video is by another flat earther, and I really don't know what they're trying to explain, but they're doing their best to explain something. And where this video starts is how it starts in the original video. I haven't cut it in any way. The guy just starts out like this.
We all float down here. Oh, or not. Bollocks, just stay there, you fucking thing. We all float down here. Or not. I'm going to leave it in. Fuck it. I've done about 6 or 7 goes at this.
And all of this video is a real head scratcher for me, because I've got no frigging clue what's going on. If anyone out there has got any idea what he's trying to explain, if you could leave a comment, I would be grateful.
Right, these are 2 ring magnets, diamagnetically opposed. So it gives you this sort of floating thing, because they don't want to actually go together. Now I'm gonna follow on. This is a follow on from a Lucien Kahn video. I'll try and leave a link. Now Lucien Kahn's the fella, awesome guy. He's found this the end numbers of the Fibonacci sequence. Let's just have a quick reminder of the Fibonacci sequence. That's where we start with a 1 and we add another 1 to that and we get a 2. Then we go back, we add the previous one that gives us 3. When we get to 13, he's just taken the number 3, and then at 21 he's taken the 1, and at 34 he's taken the 4. So the 1, are you seeing that? This is his sequence. I've got a video on it, and I'll leave a link to one of Lucien's.
So I've seen the Fibonacci sequence before. It's not new to me. It links into the golden ratio and all that type of thing. Where you're going with picking and choosing which numbers you're going to use, I'm not really sure.
It's awesome stuff. Now, I am the Alpha and the Omega. Not me personally, but that was somebody had said that in some Bible talk. But it's a reference to the 360 degrees of the circle. I've mentioned this before. There's obviously 360 degrees, and you come past. The news comes to pass. Now, what the fuck am I talking about?
It's like you're a mind reader. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, if you're expecting any of this to make sense, don't even try. Just go with it. Just let it wash over you. It'll all be okay on the other side, I promise.
I did the video the other day where I talked about the bike having the 2 wheels, one going one way and one going the other way, and we sort of live in a meeting point of the 2. Now, remember the video I did with these? Not this. These here. Well, I'll just go into that in a second. These are a couple of funnels. Now, a funnel, incidentally, he says, hold on a minute, I've got to find me prop, put me pause here. Right, when you spin one of these really fast, right, really, really fast, that bottom triangle sort of marks out a circle, and then so that this becomes a cone.
So there's 2 things going on here. His desk is as cluttered as his mind, and watch out for the appearing triangle.
So if you got 2 of these, remember I did the hold on.
Did you see it?
Now, if we join 2 of them together, we get this macabre. Are you seeing this? Not the best, I'll admit, but I just want to bring that into play at this point in time, because there's 2 sides to a coin, 2 sides to you, a left and a right, and all this, and you live in the meeting point. Now, where am I going with this? I hear you say, or maybe not, but
where are you going with it? Indeed, I don't think you've been able to hold a single coherent thought in your head since you started this video. But let's keep going. I'm intrigued.
Before I start, let me bring into this one here. This stuck to that. Oh, fuck's sake! Hold on. Right, this is the hourglass, the sands of time. This one's not sand. This is tiny bits of metal, which I've said is what's being pulled, which you're basically made of metal. I've discussed that in another video. Oh, get that out of the way. Right, where we're going? Hold on. I'm just going to pause a sec.
So I'm going to leave this nutjobs video right here. He never finishes a single coherent thought, and he continues for the rest of the video for another 10 minutes or so, picking up random props from his desk and trying to make a point with them. I've still got no idea. I'm none the wiser. Hopefully you are. Again, if you got a better idea than me, leave it in the comments. Let's take a look at Daniel Pratt. Daniel Pratt, of course, is a flat earther. He's very religious and he's fairly volatile. And it seems that this week some of his subscribers have threatened to leave because they're sick of his attitude and sick of his rants. And this is his response.
This is for whoever just left the comments telling me how they're done with me and my ego and this and that and blah, 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 blah. They're unsubbing and blah, blah, blah. Here you go. Here you go. You're unsubscribing. There.
And there we go. Daniel Pratt's guide to how to win friends and influence people. Hopefully he loses a lot more subscribers along the way. The final video is the Illuminati hiding subliminal messages and codes in tins of Pringles. No idea.
Right, this one's on hidden in plain sight symbolism as used by the dirty Freemasons that run all of these advertising agencies.
There's a lot of this sort of conspiracy on the internet. There's a lot of people who think they can decode everyday items and find messages from the Illuminati. The question they never, ever, ever ask is, if the Illuminati existed and they were controlling the world, would they have time to be messing with us by hiding codes in tins of Pringles? Doesn't make any sense.
Well, if we have a look here, we've got this bow tie, which if you was to turn that on its side, is a nod to this thing here, which is the sands of time. Now we'll come back over. We count the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's an 8. So with an 88 straight off the bat there. Okay, now let's move down. What we've got going on here is we have the notes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 around the one central Jesus. Now, this is also a nod to the anal element. It's not some dirty porn stars I've mentioned before.
Well, I'm going to take your word for that one because I won't be Googling it.
It's if you stand in one place and you was to take photographs of the sun over a year, it would map out this 8. Now, the 8 is actually a slice of this. This is the Taurus. It also looks like Arseface out of the film, the series Preacher.
So already there's a bit of a common theme forming here. Is it something you may need to talk about with someone? It just seems a little bit unhealthy at the moment.
Because it is a nod to your tongue. See, the tongue shape, these actually sit well on your tongue because of the way they're formed.
What is it that sits well on my tongue? Are we still talking about Arseface, or are we back on Pringles?
Now, the tongue and harmonics is creating sound, and sound is sine waves or sin waves. Born in a original sine wave, one going one way, one going back. This is the infinity symbol. It's a nod to light. It's all here. It's all encapsulated right here.
Or maybe you're just an utter lunatic who's just managed to link the words anal, ass-face and sin to a tube of Pringles.
We've even got the red and the blue, the two aspects of the light, positive and negative. It's all in this. Now, I did just do a quick geomantia on the Pringles. You can check it yourself. I don't want to bore anybody. Whereas A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, etc. And there you've got GB and the 7. Obviously, the Masons know all about that. The seven rays of the Ra, that's 6 around the 1 business.
Now, I'm fairly sure he's using something called Pythagorean geometry there. As far as I'm concerned, it's complete bullshit.
Let's just have I'm going to go back to that one in a second. And there's the two chasing each other there.
Yes, that's the recycling symbol.
But there's all these clues, and this just looks like a simple bit of packaging, but it's loaded with information if you have eyes to see.
I'm going to leave this one here for now because it just goes on and on and on. Thank you very, very much for watching if you've made it this far. Don't forget, I've put the links to people who have shilled my channel in the description of this video. Please do take some time to have a quick look at their channels and subscribe. Thank you very much again for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all again very, very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.